Tommy, say a couple of words and let's talk about certain things. Or
I
even,
will.
You know, talk about the Hope thing, because it was a big, big success.
Sure.
Was known all over the world what happened with that concert. Yeah.
Right. Well, that was, I think, the first time we had worked together.
Yes.
And this is back in '85, and I must tell you that
I mean, he remembers the date.
I
told
do.
you
It was the it was a tricentennial of
right.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, correct.
And you know, I didn't realize what a big show this was going to be till we got there. And you know, we had. And we've worked at big crowds before, but this was really, it was between 200,000 and 300,000 people. It was actually more than 200,000. And so we get there, and the first person that I run into is the fellow who you managed, Bob Hope. And this is true. He managed Bob Hope. And Bob and I got together in one of the RVs that were dressing rooms out there. And the thing that I'll never forget about that is we had just come off stage. And he thought we had drawn the crowd, and we thought he had drawn the crowd. And none of us could believe this crowd. So he says, so Tommy, listen, you're used to working these kind of crowds all the time. He says, which we weren't. He says, so you know, how do I work a crowd? I says, well, you do it just like you would do your normal. And I'm right in the middle of a sentence, and I realize here I am telling the inventor of show business how he ought to work a crowd. And I just started laughing. I said, I can't do this.
And he says, who's that guy? It's Tommy James. He says, oh, I like him. He's very good. Good entertainer. You saw him on stage performing all that. And we had a rough, wasn't a rough night actually, but was a rough time because you're talking about a couple 100,000 people.
Yeah.
That's what Tommy said. I'm saying 200. I'm just being fair about it. You know what I mean? I would say maybe 400.
It was huge.
Okay, it was that bad. Quonset Point is a place where the airfield of the Navy was many, many years ago. Okay, we did it on the field, right by the water there. And we had even problems with Chuck Berry. I mean, Chuck was a great guy, don't get me wrong. And he's called me back 10 times, 20 times, and he doesn't want to go on the stage because 8 o'clock he has to do the show. So I cannot get to the stage because it was bumper to bumper. Now you talk about 400,000 people trying to get to Quonset Point. You know what I mean? Who's on, who's next, whatever it is. But that was my big experience with Tommy, and I enjoyed being with Tommy. You know,
we had a lot of fun that night, too. That was really, I never forgot that show, and I never, I always, you know, I talk about it. I think we talked about it in the book, actually, at one point. And I was just thrilled to work. And, of course, working with Chuck Berry is great, too, because,
Chuck is funny.
You know, but it was just the three of us. And to draw those kind of people, I just never forgot that. Working with you, too, was great.
Yeah, but that's a lot of people. Yeah. Well, I want to wish you the best of luck on your book.
Thank you.
Movies to come, Tommy James. And Tommy James is here to stay. As you say, rock and roll is here to stay forever, you know what I mean? And I enjoyed this book, reading this book. It's you all should get out there and start buying it because it's hit the charts all over and everybody's talking about it. I mean, I was talking to his manager, Tommy's manager, press agent. Oh, it's big, 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 whatever it is, you know what I mean? Which is great. She's doing a great job anyhow.
And you believe that? What are you, nuts?
Well, I got to believe because I do the same thing.